Who needs this fight more? Caleb Plant or David Benavidez? And why? Who needs to win this fight? Who needs to be victorious?
I think if you're talking about a guy who's trying to take over a division, I would say Benavidez needs this fight more than Plant. I think Caleb Plant. We all knew what he was going up against Canelo. No, I don't think anyone anticipated Plant to give Canelo that real pressure. Like that. Oh, Caleb Plant's here. He's taking a division. He's like no one expected that. But Benavidez's name for like probably you could say the better part of a year or two, his name has been brought up against Canelo, and Canelo has been very quiet, very like evasive. Yeah, whatever, this and the third. Like, when guys want to fight each other or they see someone as a threat, they acknowledge it. I mean, they don't acknowledge them. When guys don't see you as a threat, they'll acknowledge you. Like Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia have been going back and forth for years. They've been wanting to fight each other. Devin Haney, Garcia going at each other for years. Devin Haney, Tank, they want to go at each other for years. But Canelo has been made it his mission to just avoid Benavidez for whatever reason, whatever his reasons are. He avoids certain fighters because it's something about them that he doesn't see to his advantage. Something about them that he's like, I don't want any real problems with them. And I think Benavidez right now has the opportunity to be like, yo, listen, the man is here. The man who's about to, the best fighter in the division is here. And a definitive win against Plant is beneficial to his career than a decision, than a loss to Plant. I think right now Benavidez is in a position he needs this fight more than Plant due to the fact he wants to take over the division. He wants to be the champion. And a win against Plant gives him that. A Plant would beat Benavidez. I mean, it's cool, but it just makes Plant look like the gatekeeper because we already know Plant can't beat Canelo. It wasn't like there was a fight where Plant and Canelo were going back and forth and it was close. Canelo, it was a decisive win by Canelo. And if they fight again, are you going to say, oh, Plant got him this time? I don't think so. I don't think Plant and Canelo, if they fight again, I don't see him beating Canelo. Rather by decision or knockout, I don't see him beating Canelo because I just think Canelo will have his number regardless. That's how I see it. Is it true? I don't know. But I think for me, Benavidez is more needing of this fight because he wants that division badly. He's been calling out everybody to get this division, from the Charlos to everybody he's called out to get this division. So I think that's something that he really wants, and I think that's why he needs to fight.
I agree with half of Zay's take. I think that Benavidez does need this a lot more for what he wants to do and to up his stock against all the other fighters. I do agree with that, but I have to disagree in the sense that I don't believe that Caleb Plant is necessarily a gatekeeper. I think Caleb Plant's definitely a very talented fighter, and he can win belts again at super middleweight, and he can definitely give Canelo a run for his money again. But I think that Benavidez does need this one specifically more because it's going to open up more doors for him now because it's like, hey, like I just beat the former super middleweight champion of the world who just lost his belt last year, and I think that it will mean a lot more for David if he gets the dub in this one, whether it's by decision or by knockout. As if it's decisive. If it's like close, people will be like, and they'll use that as a reason to not fight him. But I think he's got to decisively beat Caleb Plant in order to really open up more avenues for him and get those bigger payday fights and those bigger name fights.
That was some valid points, Dino, at the end. I think for me, I'm going to word it like this. I think David Benavidez has more to gain, but I think Caleb Plant has more to lose.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And that's why I'm going to go Caleb Plant needs it more. Because even though David Benavidez has more to gain, he wins this fight by knockout. Now he's a pay-per-view king, possibly. Like, one of the pay-per-view guys that everybody knows about. Oh, you just beat Caleb Plant. Now I'm rocking with you. It could potentially open up that Canelo fight down the line. But I think you look at the age, he's 26 years old. So it's not the end of the world. Like, yes, he's been avoided, but it's not the end of the world. Plant, he's 30 years old. He would have lost to Canelo and David Benavidez. Now he's officially a gatekeeper now. If you lose to Benavidez, first of all, who knows if you get another fight with David Benavidez, he may be trying to move up, to 175 and fight, the Better Beebs and Dmitry Bivol, who he sparred before. He may be moving up soon. And I think there's another avenue for David Benavidez. If nobody wants to fight him here, he can always move up. and fight one of those guys. So I think for me, if you're playing, you need this fight because you would have lost to two of the best in the division. Now you are officially a gatekeeper. And if you're David Benavidez, even if you win this fight, as I stated before, you're not guaranteed the Canelo fight anytime soon because he's fighting John Ryder. He might be fighting Bivol after that. Let's see if he has time for you in the future. So that's why I'm going to leave it at that.